Pastors, back with another review. Today we are reviewing the new animated movie, basketball movie, GOAT.
Yes, we are. And I'm excited to talk about this one. If anyone knows me, you know how much I love basketball. And then here's a movie. Really, let's just put it out there, a sports movie, just a sports movie in general that we haven't had in a while.
Been a bit. Yeah.
It's been a bit since at least that I remembered, that we've had a sports movie. So excited about that, and excited that it's basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to say real quick before we get into the review, I am thankful for our show because the show got me to the theater this past Sunday. The family and I had tickets for 4:00 Sunday afternoon, and the wife and I were exhausted Sunday. And I was just like, you know what, maybe let's just don't go. We'll figure it out. But then I was like, no, we're going to get a theater. And of course, the kids were like, I want to go.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, no, I don't want another review where Efren's the only one that's seen the movie. So we're getting to the theater. And I'm glad we did because this was a fun time.
Yes, it was. So let's go ahead. I mean, you started a fun time, took the kids and stuff. Let's go ahead with your thoughts, man. What are some of the stuff that was good? You know, we go good, we go bad, and we go pastor and dad. So let's just break it down. And what's the good you got there first, my man?
Well, the good was the animation was really cool. It looked great. I thought the story was very interesting. And it was funny, like legit funny. And let's just say Megan, my wife, she didn't fall asleep till 4:00 in the morning, Saturday or Sunday morning. And she stayed awake through the movie, which says a lot. That's what I texted you later that afternoon. I was like, hey, she liked it. And so did we, but continuous laughter. The basketball in it was good. And like I said, the story's pretty typical, underdog story type, but who doesn't love an underdog story? So yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. So, and I'll also say it came at a perfect time for me personally because we had our tournament basketball game this week. We ended up losing, but I will say my daughter Lainey had the best game she's ever played, and I think seeing GOAT on Sunday had a lot to do with it. So
yeah, probably she got encouraged and stuff with it, with the message behind a couple of different messages behind it, right? And so yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Like I took my two younger ones to go see it. They want, of course, for them, animated movies are down, and this one just looked fun, talking animals, right? And so we go, and I expected, okay, probably run of the mill animated movie, typical, probably sports movie and stuff. And but I ended up having a lot of fun with it. Laughed quite a bit. There were certain things that I laughed about that there were certain nods to the game of basketball, to the NBA and certain NBA players, and there's different things that it was just like, I was laughing. The kids were like, how's that funny? I was like, you don't understand. But then there's, of course, plenty of stuff that made the kids laugh and that they liked and that they loved. So we had a fun time with it. And then like the thing that you heard throughout the movie is like Smalls can't ball. It's the whole thing that they talk about, like, I almost said slam ball. That's not what they called it. I forgot what they called it now. Their type of basketball, right?
Roar
ball. That's what it is. And it's like, this is only for bigs. These are just for big animals. This isn't for little animals like you, tiny little goat. Like Smalls can't ball. And then just having that message of like, everyone can count you out, but with hard work, dedication, doing what you love, you can do what other people tell you can't. And so, which of course for athletes and especially people maybe like Lainey that are maybe on the smaller side right now playing against giants, because I know you guys had to play up, your fifth grade girls had to play up and to 6th and 7th. So there's a lot of giants to them, but hey, Smalls can ball. And so maybe that's where she was encouraged. And I know other people are encouraged. I mean, even for me, for normal people, I'm tall, but for basketball, I am not. And so it was cool. It
was a creative way to tell the story, Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yeah.
He was a beast, if anyone forgets. Look him up.
Look up Hornets legend, Muggsy.
Yeah. Went to Wake Forest, right here.
Yeah. Yep.
So to another legend, Tim Duncan and Muggsy Bogues. Two legends.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul, another legend, yeah. Went to Wake Forest, so there you go.
Yep, there you go. So yeah, there was a lot of good with this. A lot of good with the movie. A lot of fun. Family loved it. A lot of laughs. Anything typically didn't like, or I don't know.
Yeah. I think for me, like mainly it was more just it was just very run of the mill, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not like a bad thing, but it wasn't like particularly like great about it. Like, if that makes sense.
Oh,
I guess like I felt like the movie was good, it was fun, great family movie. I personally liked a lot of things, obviously because of basketball and my love for basketball. And so yeah, but it was just like I always had this thing in me, especially with sports movies, where I'm like, it would be kind of cool if they didn't like end like every sports movies end where everything is perfect.
yeah.
You know, and I know some sports movies don't, especially ones that are tied into real events.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that's not what actually happened, they don't change it. And I
Yeah.
understand that. But when you make up something, it'd be like, man, it'd be kind of cool if they did this. And there was something that they did that was like, well, that's an interesting take.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kind of went back on it. And then I was like, no, you should have left it, man. That would have been interesting. And you could have even opened up for a pretty cool sequel of like what happens and things. And they kind of went back on that idea. And so I was kind of like, you know, but again, kids movie, right?
Yeah.
But for me personally, I was like, I wish they would have stuck to that. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
No, you mean, yep.
Something that happened that I actually didn't think, I didn't see coming.
Mm-hmm.
But then I wish they would have stuck to that and just let it be. And I thought that would have been good, but they changed it.
Yeah, I agree there. But we would have appreciated the bold choice in the storytelling a little bit, a little run of the mill storytelling. But you know, it's a kids animated movie. But yeah, I would agree with you on that. One thing for me was, and I get this type of story, but I think, you know, I'm trying to figure out. They have like the volcanoes and stuff going on,
Oh, yeah.
and all that. It's like, as someone was like, maybe a little bit less of that, I guess.
Mhm.
You know, some of it kind of got distracting. But
Yeah.
you know, that can be a nitpick, I guess. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. It got distracting, but I think they were trying to, like, for me, like, I thought it was kind of cool, but I
Mhm.
think the volcano one, and then the like the subterranean one, I forget what they called it, but like the things were falling from the ceiling and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it really was. I mean, they were really trying to play up you could die while playing this.
Yeah.
which was like, okay, like, yeah, you're right, but it was just like they went all out for these animals, right? Like,
Yeah.
to like to be like, this is how hard it is. But yeah.
I did like how every stadium had a different Animal Kingdom theme. I did think that was pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
And I like the roots run deep. Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
pretty good, you know. But yeah, I think anything bad, I mean, that's really it. If I go any further, it'll just be nitpicky, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for the Godfather here. It's a
Right.
kids basketball movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know what you're getting into, right? It's a kids basketball movie,
Yeah.
animated movie, and yeah. So it was just kind of like, okay. But I will say though, so I am going to go back to the good real quick because I forgot to say this. I thought the animation in it was really, really good.
Yes, it was.
I think Sony has really found its stride
Mhm.
when it comes to like animation and the type of like when you see this, you're like, oh, you know, this is from Sony. Kind of like back in the day, like, oh, you know, this is Pixar
Mhm.
because of the anime. Like, Sony has really found their stride. So I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah, it looked great. It looked really good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I can't remember what we do next.
There we
Oh,
go. We're up
good.
on the pastor pad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
So
mean,
on the
yeah.
pastor side, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I mean, pretty much, you know, David and Goliath type story, you know, underdog story, not judging book by its cover type story, which can all be
Mhm.
found in scripture. You know, and the other thing, you know, this might tie into the dad too, but I didn't notice any nonsense where I'm like, as a pastor Christian, I didn't like that. There was none of that, thankfully. And
Mhm.
and yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I appreciated the importance of like what they say, the importance of family. And
Mhm.
like, but but I always appreciate it when a movie shows as well, like, you know, family can also be people that aren't blood relatives, you know.
Yeah.
And so it really tied into the strength in numbers, you know, as a pastor, quarter three strands, right? Strength in numbers, being on the same page, on the same team, being team oriented, but then like these people do become family. And then there's always people who have your back. You may not think they do. And so there's just a lot of really cool, like really good messages there just for people in general. And
Yeah.
then, you know, good encouraging messages of how to go about things and
Mm-hmm.
how to look at, how to look at people. But then just really good for, and I guess it's just, like you kind of said, I know we're teetering back and forth, but even with like the dad aspect, like things that, yeah, you would want your kid to understand this. You want
Yeah.
them to know the underdog story. You want them to know that just because the world may say this is the standard, these are the standards you have to meet, and there may be things that are out of your control that you can't meet. So now this is out of reach because there's something I have no control of.
Yeah.
Or no, not necessarily. Maybe you just got to find a different way to go about it, and you can still be successful. You can still do that thing that you want to do, which was a big part of that message. The world said he's too small.
Yeah.
The goat can't play. Like, he can't do that. But he found a way to play the game to where he could compete and succeed at that level.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so I just thought like good messages like that and not giving up, right? Like, and that's something that, nowadays that I think people in general have a hard time with. Like, if it doesn't come easy, then forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that too, where it's like, don't give up on it, keep trying, keep moving forward. So appreciated that. And I thought both of those things tied from pastor and dad too,
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I loved every scene in the diner. Every time they went back to the diner, when you see the movie that we're talking about, every scene in the diner was just really added to the story, and you appreciated things more. And a lot of takeaway. And this take your family to see this movie, take your kids to see it. We as dads want movies like this to make money, so they keep making more movies like this.
Yeah.
Because it's good to have these type of movies. So
yeah, especially if you have young kids, and they're not ready to branch out to certain movies, like they're not of age or whatever, and you just like, and you want movies that you can take them and you don't have to worry about, as you said, any nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of nonsense in it? Is there anything that's slipped in there into a kid's movie that they're trying to
agenda?
Yeah, anything like that? Nope. Like, this movie didn't have any of that.
And my theater was packed. I don't know about yours. My theater was packed Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, ours was packed on Saturday afternoon as well. It was very packed.
Yeah, just happy to see it. So people getting back to the movies, and what this movie has done for the GOAT community, I think it's going to be good for them. So good for the GOATs.
Yeah. So we got to move on here. Yeah, time to rate this thing and see where we're at with it. I don't know. I got a feeling the way we talked about it just now, I think we might be on the same wavelength here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one, I guess I'll go first since I'm already yelling. But I think on this one, just think about the things that we talked about, and a couple little things that I didn't really care for, but it is a typical sports movie, kids movie. It wasn't anything super spectacular or mind blowing, but it also wasn't, it wasn't a kids movie that it was like you could tell the animators and the director checked their brains at the door. I do feel that the director, the writers, everyone involved actually cared about this project, and they took it seriously. And so, but I think for me, this one would be a good solid 3 out of 5 rating, probably. And for us, even 3 out of 5 would be shelf worthy. This is something I would want on the shelf to watch with kids later, and then maybe many years down the road, grandkids, go back and revisit this one. I think it was good.
Yeah, I know. I know our shows would be more interesting if we start disagreeing more. But I got to leave the 3 on there. It's giving my solid rating. Solid movie. Check out your family. Shelf worthy. I'll throw it up on my animated sports movies and all that. So 3 out of 5, solid.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 Hail Marys. There you go. Very, very, very solid. Solid movie. You can take your family to it. You don't have to worry about anything. It's fun. It's entertaining. Animation's good. Like I said, writing was pretty good. Especially, like I said, the diner stuff was good. A lot of character development happened in that diner. So so that was good. And then, of course, you heard our little bads, but nitpicky stuff and nothing too crazy. So.
Yeah. So check it out if you haven't. Worth your time at the theater. Take your families and comment below if you saw this movie, what you thought, and what's your favorite sports movie. Comment below, let us know, and let's hear it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us in this review. And I just got to say it again. I'm so glad we're back. I'm so glad we're back. And we never stopped watching movies and we never stopped talking, but I'm glad to be back here. And thank you to some of you I know some of you have been commenting and you've
Yes.
welcomed us back. So thank you for joining us back after the hiatus. And, we do this not only for us, but we do this to be able to connect with you guys.
Dang
So
right.
we're so glad you guys have stuck with us, connected with us, and are interacting with us. We love it.
Yeah. Share with your friends so we can build this real pastors community. And as we close, I just have to do this. It's fitting. I have this thing.
Okay. Maybe. There it is.
There we go. All right. Thanks for watching, folks.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.